Hello, everyone. Thank you for tuning in. I'm Jaylee. This is JLeesCorner, and this is a quick little let's chit chat about the foolishness on this Friday night. Okay, it's like 9 o'clock. I was like, let me do something real quick before Bell Collector comes on at 10 and everything. It's only a couple of topics, to talk about, like 5 little topics and whatnot. If you have questions you want to talk about, post them in the chat with the word question. And if we can get to them within the next 40 minutes, we will, okay? Do not forget to subscribe to my channel to become a whole JayBird, all that goodness and stuff and everything. Do not forget to also like the video, do what? Like the video, okay? We want you to relax, to relate, to release some of yourself and everyone around you, okay? Inhale and exhale all up and through and stuff like that. And follow me on IG and Twitter at J_Lees_Corner. Now, I think I said, like, comment, share. Yeah. Okay. But hello to everybody popping in. Yes, and thank you very much.
So I want to say that we have reached a whole little milestone because I hit 22,000 subscribers today. So there are now 22,000 whole JayBirds out in these streets, okay? And I love all my JayBirds. All my JayBirds love me. So I want to thank y'all for helping me hit 22,000 and some change, okay? I'm saying uh JayBirds within my 4 years being on YouTube. It'll be 4 years in April. So I am very much so appreciative of all the love that I get from y'all. Okay, that's all. Look, it's really hard to genuinely gain subscribers on YouTube. I told y'all before, even though I am friends now with other YouTubers, when I first started, I didn't know anybody. So for me, I really am proud that I've had the success that I do have, and I'm still climbing and everything. So I'm very happy about that. So I did want to just mention that I hit that today. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Now I'm going to have a giveaway coming up soon, hopefully within the next week or two, because I'm still waiting for an item that I ordered to be made and mailed out. So it's going to be a whole Jaybird um giveaway. Okay, there will be four people who will win, and I'll post the details later. You do have to do things in order to win because I don't want to give like random people these items or whatever. I want to be people who actually watch me, who watch my videos, who comment. Who, like, I want people to actually get things that I know really support my channel and ain't no haters. Because I have a face mask coming, tumblers. I also have a notebook, and it's something else. I think it's four things. Um, Whatever it is. But yeah, I'm gonna have things for actual Jaybirds. So I'm gonna say that once the stuff is finished being made and being shipped to me, that's when I'll do it. I don't want to do it now because stuff isn't in stock yet. But yeah, okay. But let's get on, okay, to the things we want to discuss today. So even though it's not that much stuff in the news, okay, it's still little things here, little things there, little things everywhere. And I was like, it's weird that it's not much gossip going on right now because I ain't nobody got nothing else to do. Go make some noise or whatever to give me to talk about. They don't. But the first thing I want to bring up is keeping up with the Kardashians. I meant to make their thing smaller, but I forgot. But this y'all can hear me as fast. So I'm taking myself off for this particular one. Keep, I don't watch the show. I want to make that clear. I was thinking about watching it because this is the last season. I was thinking about that just to kind of close it on out or whatever. But what I want to say is two little things about it that came up in the blogs or whatever. We had, Kim not wanting to discuss the divorce with Kanye on the show. Scott was making comments about his old relationship with Sophia Richie and also with him and Chloe, I mean, him and Courtney, and then Chloe being back with Tristan. So I want to kind of cover all that in one little soup, okay? So, but hey, y'all who popping in, hey, hey, hey. Kim not discussing divorce. I feel like I don't like it when people have whole reality shows about their whole life and about stuff we see in the news and what's going on, and then they get on their show and then they don't want to talk about it on camera. I'm like, why? Like y'all are fully engulfed in reality TV, being out in the public and being this public about everything. Why would you not want to? And now I'm not saying show the messages of a divorce, but how can you not address the fact that you are divorcing your husband, okay? Who y'all got married on TV, y'all were dating on TV. Oh, when y'all break up, that's supposed to be private. That's what I do not like about some of these reality shows when they trying to have the truth of what's going on. So I don't like that. It irks my nerves, but I'm gonna let that be. I probably will review this season because there's other shows going on. So I'm gonna do a quick little recap to keep up with the Kardashians. That's what I'm gonna do. Oh, thank you, Tracy Briscoe. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Right, it's her job. Okay, that's how she make her money. But why would you not want to talk about it? Like, why not? And again, don't show any fussing and fighting, but to not address that you are getting a divorce on your show, to me is stupid. Okay, it irks all my nerves. Now, Well, Scott, who is not in this picture, but it's still this is them from like season one of that show. Old faces and all. But Scott, who was dating Sophia Richie at one point for a couple of years, if I believe, if I can remember, and she is actually Lionel Richie's youngest daughter, well, younger daughter, and they dated for a couple of years, so they broke up or whatever. So he was on the show talking to Kim, Chloe, and Courtney about the breakup, and he was making it seem as if Sophia wanted him to not be around Courtney so much because it's weird. I feel like when he said, well, she kind of wanted me to pick between Courtney and her because she told me she did not want to keep having to share me as a boyfriend with my kid's mama. And I feel like Scott and Courtney have a very weird relationship. It's not a typical co parenting thing. Something about them is too comfortable, in my opinion. You can be cool with your ex or whatever, but your girlfriend should never feel as if she's sharing you with your ex, who also dating somebody else. I think it's weird that Scott refuses to let go of that bond between him and Courtney and then wants to blame it on, we have kids. Y'all do have kids, but y'all also have to have y'all own separate lives. And when your girlfriend say, you spending too much time over there and you spend more time with her than with me, why not assess, well, am I spending too much time with just my ex girlfriend, my baby mama? Because you probably are. Okay, it's a weird thing with them, and I don't like how he tried to like paint it as in, she wanted to push Courtney out for her to be in. Your girlfriend who you've been with for a couple years, she should be first in your life. Not saying you can't still want to be a father to your kids. Be a full fledged father, but do not put the mother of your kids first, because when she go on with her life or her boyfriend, she not putting you first. Okay, she wants to live her life, and that's what I don't get or don't like about Scott, making it seem as if he can't not spend a lot of time with Courtney, and him not doing that means like neglecting of them. I'm like, that's not neglectful. That's just kind of moving on and dating someone new, but still having a good partnership or a good co-parenting ship with your ex. But sometimes God be doing too much. Now with Chloe getting back with Tristan, I feel like we all knew that was happening and no one cared, mainly because we knew she would take him back eventually or whatever, but the whole trying to hide it, act like we didn't see it, act like we don't hear about it or whatever, that's what I don't get. We know you like that man. We know y'all want to have more kids. She also goes into how she wants to have more kids or whatever. So she went through having her eggs removed so she can get pregnant later because she's getting older. I don't really care about Courtney, or not Courtney, Chloe and Tristan. It's the let's act like we're not together, but get upset and people say we're together because in real life we're together. And I'm like, you either want to be in the public eye with your relationship on a reality show or you don't. But you can't have it both ways. You can't want to only put out a little bit of stuff, and then pull it all back and then say, well, y'all care too much. Well, then get off TV. But again, this is their last season, at least on E. So we do know they're gonna have another show, honey, on whatever was it Hulu? Some other service or whatever. I'm not gonna watch that either. But again, I'm tired of them. I'm happy this segment of their life is over with, and let's see what they have next on the streaming stuff. But I'm like, I don't like their let's only show a little bit and a lot of it, and I'm like, that's just stupid. Dot Chloe. The next thing I want to do was boom. Tommy and Toya. Okay, now Tommy has, as we know, posted on his social media that he wants his wife back. And the reason I find that weird is because if anyone watched the, Tiny T.I. and Tiny show when they were on there, he was a whole jerk to her. He was very much so mean spirited, evil, a little bit rude or whatever. And we never saw a good representation of them two together because of how bad he was on the show. So I feel like now that she's filed for divorce, wants to leave you because you allegedly cheated, and now you want to post on social media, on your social media, that I need my wife back. I'm like, you did things to lose her. You know what I'm saying? And I feel like because he never wants to kind of admit his wrongs, um, he shouldn't get her back. Now it's up to her if she wants to go back with him. I have seen little posts that she's posted on them, taking little family trips, which is fine. Have a whole family trip if you want to, but I do feel like The part of him we saw that they allowed to be seen on that show, they should not be together. He need at least a full whole year of being by himself before he can even try to get the wife back. Have you fixed you first? Okay. If you have not fixed you first, you can't be with her. Okay. If you can't be a good husband, you can't get the wife back. I think there's so much that he needs to do first. Okay, before posting, I want my wife back. But did she want you back? Leave her be a she. Leave her alone. And I don't like when people publicly, say things to make the other spouse have to either respond or feel the need that they can't say too much today. Um, Giving a zebra vibe today. Why a zebra? Why can't I'm giving you stripes, but not a zebra, honey? We don't do animals anyway. But yeah, I'm like, I don't like when somebody posts how they want someone back, because it then means, oh, what is she gonna do? And then there's more speculation what she should do, what she got going on. Do she want it back? So it puts pressure on her. She already said what she said. She said, I want a divorce. Until she say, I want my husband back, then you need to shut up, Tommy. We don't want to hear from you at all. Okay, let it be. Let her breathe. Let her get over the bullshit that you put her through first before you try to make it seem as if she should take you back. And that just aggravates my spirit about Tommy. But Tommy ain't never sat right with me. They had a great wedding. And then after the wedding, I was like, oh, something about him seems a little bit, I can't put my finger on it, but something about him was just a little bit weird to me. As how he kept going back and forth while she was pregnant with a first child. He kept like leaving her by herself to go to maybe Dallas or somewhere in Texas. Was it Texas? I think so. But he would leave her by herself and like go see his daughter who was younger at that point in time. I'm like, why not bring the daughter there? Like, why leave your pregnant wife alone because you don't realize that you now have two, households to have? And he would do that, and she would complain, and I feel like he just wouldn't care, and he would make an issue like, well, I have my daughter, and I don't want to, not put her first. But now you have a wife, so you have to put them all first in some kind of way. So he ain't sat right with me since then, and that was season 1 or 2 of Family Hustle when she was on there. I did not like it at all, and I'm like, and now they got the second baby. I don't go back to that man until he has worked on himself. Okay. Yeah, he is, Martellish, Martell-ish. You know what I'm saying? I want you back now, baby. So what? I want a divorce. I don't want you. I don't want you because you be on some BS all the time. Okay. Anyway, so that's enough for them to round here. As far as that. Now I want y'all to be sure to like the video, like the video, like the video, like the video. Now, the next topic, okay, that we're going to get on is good old Sharon, okay? Good old racist Sharon, who really feels like she's a whole victim in this. And I'm like, I don't think you're a victim, at all. I feel like she out here crying wolf all up and through, and we don't care about anybody crying wolf. She wants me. I'm a victim. Someone please care about what I care about. I'm looking like no, no. Hey, boo. Thank you, somebody. I can't see what it is. But yeah, wait, he didn't. I thought I put Karla up. I did. Okay, there you go. Hey, boo. I'm not pushing button. But he didn't go see his daughter. He was seeing another woman, and that's why he couldn't take her. And that's why she wants a divorce. But on to this lady right here. So we know the things she said on Twitter. We know that she kind of went at share and all these things. We know the show of the talk is now on hiatus. And not only is it on hiatus, she feels like she's a victim. She feels like she is a scapegoat. How they made her the sacrificial lamb, and all of these things. You see that she did a interview on, I think it was on ET with Kevin Frazier, that Amanda Seals read them for filth about. If y'all don't follow Amanda Seals, you need to. She is 89% of the time, she's right about things. And I love how she speaks her mind, regardless if she thinks it offends someone, because she doesn't try to be offensive, but she put her foot on their neck. But Sharon, I'm being threatened. Okay, I have to get security. I'm so sad. I'm so sad. Yes, punch her in the face. Okay, punch her dead in the face, in the throat, in the carotid, or whatever else a punch can go. Punch her in the left booty cheek. That'll hurt the butt cheek. But just punch her here and there and everywhere. And it's like the fact that she wants to make it seem as if she is the victim in this. What happened was you put your foot somewhere it should not have been. You should have left Pierce alone. Let that man defend himself. And when people told you what you did that was wrong, you then went at them as if you were the victim and they can't tell you what you did wrong. And we want people to stop making it seem as if us black folk have to explain to you what you did was racist or colorist or just wrong. We tired of that. Okay. Honey, somebody said out there, oh, thank you, Tracy. Time is Latoya. How Peter was. Oh, time is Latoya. How Peter was Cynthia. That is true. Okay, I like that thing. Here we go. I bet Sharon wouldn't have called Eve ghetto. This is the thing. They said that she called Holly Robinson Pete um, ghetto. How she called one of the Asian or Chinese or Korean co-hosts like Fancy Eye. She called the girl who was a lesbian who played Darlene on the Connors of the Roseanne show a lesbian name. So she's been saying things to other people, but not to their face too much. And that's the issue I have. Is she's really trying to act as if she's innocent. Okay, she's innocent, and I'm like, but she not. And to not make it seem is because we have seen you. Someone posted a clip from a show from the talk years ago where they were talking about I think it was it Meghan Markle? I think it was Meghan Markle, and they were saying how people were saying things about her, and I could swear she was like, but she's not even black. They're like, what do you mean she's not black? Well, she doesn't look black. She's not black. She ain't. I say, what? And it just shows how she has this mindset of, oh, well, that person couldn't possibly, have any issues because they're not even black. I'm like, but she is black. Sharon, I think, has always been this way, little by little, and it's not until now that it's all added up to her bullshit. We ain't gonna stand for it. Yeah, Julie Chen, that's who it was. Because because I know Julie Chen was another. I think it was two Asian, Chinese. I don't know because I know which one they are. Persons on the show. She's always said love stuff here, love stuff there. Even Leah Remini was who was on there. But all these things add up to Sharon is the last remaining member from the original show when it first started. And people make it seem as if like that ain't a reason to acknowledge that she may be full of shit and she may be racist. And people have to get racism is not always about calling someone a, NIDG or whatever. It's also in how you use other slang terms, how you treat them, and how when they're saying to you, what you're saying is racist. No, it's not. And don't you cry. I was like, bitch, what? And then when I seen Cheryl Underwood say how she did not even realize in the moment what was going on, it wasn't until she watched the back that she saw, how bad it was. Um, because she said she had people in her ear, in the inner ear, talking to her. She didn't get it. And Sharon Hall, well, they should have told me before I wasn't prepped right, blah, 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 blah. At the end of the day, the death threats are bad. No one should send anyone death threats. No one should ever do that. But the negativity that you're getting is based on your stupidity and your ignorance. And people are allowed to tell you they are upset with you, but no one should send any, threats. Don't do that. Even though I threaten to punch people in the face, I'm not gonna really punch them in the face. You know, I probably would do that, but you never know. But do I think they should fire her or suspend her? I think the same way that they would fire anyone else, she should be fired. I think yes, she should be fired. Absolutely. I thought the show should not have been put on hiatus. The show should have went on. She should have been suspended pending the investigation. Okay, and then once the investigation happens, and if it's found that she did say or do things, then she should be fired. I do believe in not firing people until you investigate whatever the accusation is, but enough people who was on the show have came out and said, yes, she has said these things. And even how she talked to Cheryl is proof of how ignorant she is to, the caucasity of it all, as Amanda Seals would say. Like she just feels as if, it's just not a she felt like she had the right to tell someone else how to feel who was trying to educate her on why what she did was offensive to black people. And you cannot get so defensive in your whiteness that, how can anyone have the audacity to accuse me of being, this thing? But if you are, you should hear them and then fix it versus make it seem as if no one has the right to say this to you. And then to go on the thing with Kevin Frazier and again play victim. Oh my, I can't believe this. I'm being the victim. March, bitch, shut up. Okay. And I used to love watching the Eyes going back in the day. I did. But a lot has changed over the years, and it's just now it's bullshit. Throw her away. It trips me out that people are coming to her defense. And I'm like, why for? Who, what, when, where, and how would anyone want to defend someone who can't even see the wrong they did? And that's the thing that's the most aggravating. And now they say allegedly that she wants to be paid out of her contract, that she wants a sizable settlement from the talk to leave the show, or she may talk. I'm looking like, I don't think she's gonna talk because again, the allegations are against her, and that's what she wants to avoid. I think she should slither away, and then this will be done, 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 and we can move on. I've seen how Wendy from Real Housewives of Potomac said, "Oh, they're looking for a new person. What about me?" No, I do not want Wendy from Housewives of Potomac on the show either. I think replace her as um, bring in another black person or a white person or just someone who is aware you can't be out here, saying bullshit and then playing victim when your bullshit is caught out. Because had she not reacted to Cheryl the way she did, it would not be that bad. It was the fact that she should see that it's wrong how she acted, and she just hasn't. And now she wants to make it seem as if, oh, well, because I did that, now people are threatening me, and now I'm the victim. You're not the victim, mama. You are a victim of your own circumstance. But that's about it, if you ask me. And she just gets on my nerves. I think, hey, Sam, I can make you to suspend sharing at the whole show. Yeah, I'm mad. I don't watch the show for one. I don't watch it, but I am happy that it's been on for these number of years. I always felt like they should not have put the show on hiatus. It should have just been sharing. That's usually what they do when someone's been investigated. So I feel like it could have been an issue of no one feels comfortable coming back because they have to talk about stuff and it's hard to avoid what the big story is. But I would come back and either say, hey, it's under investigation until that's done. We can't talk about it and then move on. But to take the whole show off, I think was dumb. I didn't like that. But let's move on from the racist white lady because you understand we don't like racist people. They be getting on our nerves. Um, I got two more topics to talk about. So Melody and Martell from Housewives, well, not Housewives, from Love and Marriage Huntsville. Okay, guess what? Their divorce is final. Okay. Now, even though the season is still airing right now, and we know that Martell is a whole piece of work. Martell is a whole piece of work. Okay. However, Bossip is another thing. Bossip posted today that according to court papers exclusively obtained by Bossip, that Love and Marriage Huntsville star Mother Martell and Melody Holtz are officially divorced on March 12th. An Alabama judge granted the divorce of the couple. Okay, now both parties shall exercise joint legal and joint physical custody of their kids. They have four kids together, and they will be on a weekly schedule. Means 1 week on, 1 week off. Neither of them will pay child support. They will both share expenses for the kids. Um, and since alimony was not awarded to either party, and the estranged spouses agreed to dissolve multiple businesses in which they hold joint interests, including the Holt and Holt Custom Homes LLC. Girl, they should have been divorced because we know that Martell has been a whole lot to deal with recently, with him cheating on his wife and acting as if it ain't a big deal. And not only that, him, knocking up the new girl and, they didn't have a little baby boy or whatever. And I'm like, fix it, Jesus. I know she's working on a new song or album. I think maybe just a single about the bullshit of it all. This has been coming for a while, I think. Mainly because Martell just kept getting worse and worse and worse. Okay. And I was like, girl, please leave. Mel might get her own show. Um, she might, because she's already on another show, the Behind Every Man show. I don't think Mel deserves her own show, but I do wonder how she will stay on the show when they are divorced. I always think it's weird when you have couple shows and then someone divorces. It's like, well, do they stay on the show? Do they leave the show? Whatever. I don't know. I feel like Mel and Martell may both still stay on the show and just be set and maybe, separate. And we see how that plays out or whatever. It's still her divorce party. He was, he is no one roots for divorce, but at the same time, what else can you do when y'all are married for what 14 years? He has an affair with one woman and other women too, but he carried on an affair with at least one woman for 5 of those years. And then when you thought he stopped cheating with this woman, he keeps being with her. And not only that, he gets her pregnant. You know what I'm saying? So I think it's a whole thing to where um people, can forgive their spouse thinking, okay, they, won't do it anymore. But he kept doing it, and she deserves to divorce to divorce him. I think, and I'm not saying Mel is perfect at all. I think Mel has her flaws as well. However, I don't think that staying with him would have been beneficial to her. I think that was just stupid. If you ask me. She is beautiful. My eyes are going crazy right now. I think my allergies. Um, Wait so I can see better. She is beautiful, intelligent, and got bigger and better things ahead of her. She will find the right one. Mark the trash. He is fully trash. Okay, fully trash. And I do hope that he watches the season back and he realizes how bad he was. Like he was it was diabolical how he was trying to paint her as, the cheating spouse. He only cheated because she did it first. I'm looking like, no, that ain't what happened, bro. It's how he's kind of crazy. But I'm happy they both are now in a finalized divorce because now they both can move on, one way or the other. But I mean, honey, who knows? I just don't want them to get back together. I want them to be able to co-parent. I want them to be able to co-parent successfully. Let's say that, and both, find someone new and then move on with their lives, and and be happy, separated, uh, marriage wise. Because, but he already he with the new girl. So who knows? That pregnant lady who he still like don't even really acknowledge. I could not be with a man who called me a peasant. He called her a peasant on national television, and she then got knocked up by him. I'm like, I don't get it. No, I don't with divorce on Martell. I don't with divorce, but my father's dog, and the relationship was becoming toxic. And I think it was really better for the kids, fully better, because even seeing him, go live and ask the kids questions is crazy. Like he just, it's just seeing too much. Martell was too extra. He thought more of himself than what he actually delivered. I really think he thought I can trick people into thinking Mel's the one who messed up, but you were the one cheating and got your mistress pregnant. Like you can't out Mel would have to say all 4 of your kids and yours. The only way for Mel to beat you and being a flawed person in his marriage would be if one of them kids was not yours. Other than that, I mean, that's on you. That's all. Mel needs to come on Housewives and rekey down. Um, I don't see Mel fitting in on Housewives of Atlanta. I don't. But Kenny can get read by anybody, truth be told. Because just he don't really do nothing. Anyway, the last thing I want to discuss today is what popped up all over honey social media, and that is Quavo and Sweetie breaking up. And let me find the little. I posted the tweets, and I don't know why I did not put them on here. Hold on one second while I find these things. But we know Quavo and Sweetie have been dating since 2018, and I'm like, okay, did they break up? What's going on? And people were alleging that they broke up. Sweetie, my eyes, girl, what's wrong with my eyes? Sweetie was on some show with Justin Combs. He has a little, a little social media show, whatever, and they were talking to her on there. And people have been speculating that she and Quavo broke up. I don't know why exactly, but they were. And so that was the first part of them saying, "Oh, well, we think that they broke up." And then today we seen that Sweetie posted, here we go, on social media that they broke up. And I'm like, really? Y'all broke up all the way today? Let's see. And where is her post? Here we go. Honey, see, this is why I take so much time to be getting stuff together on here. Boom. So that is not the right one. Lord Jesus. Y'all, I am doing too much. This is the right one. Like I said, it's like we got like 10 minutes left. So this is what she posted today, okay? And again, this is after it was being alleged that they broke up. I am single, okay? I'm single. I've endured too much, okay? Too much betrayal and hurt behind the scenes for a false narrative to be circulating that degrades my character. Presents don't band aid scars, and the love isn't real when the intimacy is given to other women. I've emotionally checked out a long time ago and have walked away with a deep sense of peace and freedom. Excited for this new chapter of elevation. And I'm like, okay, she's like, I am on my, I'm done right now. I don't want you no more. Leave me alone and leave me be. And I'm like, oh, that's how you announce that you are single. You put it out there like, yes, it's true. Okay, meaning he cheated. I was hurt and betrayed. And even though he was buying me cars and we looked as if it was great, that ain't the truth. Because he just bought, I think, a new Bentley or some kind of new car just a couple weeks ago. So her point was like behind the scenes, we were definitely having issues behind the scenes. We were for sure, not on the best of terms behind the scenes. I didn't like how he was treating me. And I saw people putting up, oh, yeah, this is how you show someone that you don't have to stay, even if, the person gives you money or this or that. And I agree. But what I also feel like is so many times celebrities will put forth these false, happy relationships, and then they'll break up. Well, I wasn't happy. I'm like, well, how are we supposed to know? Like, how are we supposed to, like, you, and it's the thing, you don't expect them to, consistently post how they had bad times. However, if all you show was good, you can't be surprised if no one knew y'all had issues because, or did the issue just happen? I'm not sure. Now, at first, we seen that part or whatever. But I knew it was doomed when they received counseling. Oh, that's you're my toy in them. That's something different. Wait, where's the? I'm trying to get down to where. Okay, here it is. So I'm surprised it lasted this long. They dated for almost 3 years, so that is a long time. In celebrity news or whatever, that doesn't always pan out to be a long thing when it's like two rappers or whatnot. Do you think? Wait, do you think what? Do you think they'll get back together or they done? Well, he responded, okay, to her, to her post. He then went and posted on his little thing how I know you want to make this into a show. So I'll play my part just this one time. I don't normally put my business out there, especially my personal life. I feel the need to address this so there are no false narratives. And then he said, I had love for you and disappointed you, did all that. You are not the woman I thought you were. I wish you nothing but the best. And she said, oh, really? And she then responded to that. She then responded to his tweets. Okay, and said, take care. So do I think they're done? Yes, I think they may have been done for a while because as she said that she had emotionally checked out a while ago. Something about how they both address this gives me, we over each other tea for sure. I also feel like um for him to say like I don't usually, post my, personal business. I'm like, y'all was always posting y'all love and affection everywhere, whatever. Y'all was always out here, you know what I'm saying, in love and getting gifts and presents and having good times and the vacations. Y'all for sure made y'all relationship public. So you can't make it seem as if you never ever do that. 'Cause that's not true. However, them going back and forth on Twitter, I do feel a part of that is we done. Okay, because I was hurt. Okay, he was cheating on me, and when a man said you was not the woman I thought you were, I'm like, oh really? Oh, oh really? Oh, we're done. Okay, I'm done. I don't want it no more. I am done with this bullshit. And it's weird when we see people together so much and then we stop seeing them together. I think when we stop seeing them, it's because they stop being together. Like with J-Lo and A-Rod, I feel like they used to always post themselves together here, together there, together everywhere. And then out the blue, it just stops. And then the whole rumors of they broke up came up. Well, no, we're just working on things again. You can tell when these public couples are no longer on good terms because, again, they stop being so public. And that's why I feel as if you should never make it seem as if things are so perfect. And that's what some people do. Because they are younger, I think they may be over. And everyone isn't Cardi B and Offset where they got married and I think they like the weirdness of their relationship. I think with these two, how they both announce their breakup, I do think it's over. Like done. We over it. Leave us be. I don't want you and you don't want me. And I'm fine with that because they both seem fed up. I think had she just posted that and he not said anything, he may have wanted her back. But I think him responding to her is like him saying, "You done? Well, fuck you too." That's how I took it. Her post like, "Nigga, fuck you," and then he said, "Well, fuck you too." And they okay, we'll take care, and that was it. But young love starts and ends. We'll see what comes up next. But that's all I had to discuss today, y'all. I just want to talk about those little things or whatever and leave it be. And plus, I'm about to watch Bell Collective and I'll review that tomorrow. Because y'all don't have no more questions, I don't think, because nothing is really happening. Okay, not nothing. I'm like, man, but I do want to start um my game nights again. So I think next Saturday, I'll do a game night. Not this one because this week is the versus battle between Ghostface and Raekwon. I'm not going live after that because I don't know their music. So I don't see the point of talking about music I don't know about. I mean, I know Wu Tang, yeah, but I don't know that. So I won't do it this Saturday. But next Saturday, I will for sure have some type of game night. I'm hoping to maybe get the ladies from our ladies first panel to join me, but we will see if their schedules are free or not. I'm gonna ask them today about it. Because we also want. Oh, if y'all do not know, make sure y'all subscribe to like my channel, to Bonnie's channel, to Niecy's channel, to also to Jamie's channel because our panel rotates weekly. Okay, so to make sure to not miss a Thursday night, make sure to subscribe to all our channels. But we also want to get some kind of girls' night lives popping off. We're gonna do that too. That's coming up panel as well. But again, other than that, I'm good, y'all. I'm gonna leave it be. It is the weekend. Please have a good, safe weekend. You understand? Get you some drink, have some fun, relax, wear your mask, okay, and whatnot. Um, and Carla will pop on too, okay. Do not forget that on her free Saturdays. Um, but yes, I know I won't be live this weekend at all, but I want to start doing at least one live a week because I used to do that and then I stopped because I got just too busy. And I'm hoping within the next 2 or 3 weeks my schedule will not be as bad as it has been. But again, I'm gonna chill out for the rest of the day, take my hair down, and go to bed because I'm tired. It's been a long day. But please be safe, be loved. I wish y'all all good health and prosperity and money and vagina and penises. And never send your vagina via text. That is always my suggestion to everyone. Okay, if you want to see that bad, you can come see it. That's the rule of thumb. Leave it that way. Anyway, sorry, mom, but again, talk to y'all later. Peace.